Hello, and this is the first video diary for the Talkers.
Yeah, and we're really looking forward to giving you an insight in the actual making of the film, and not only that, but the pre-production of the film as well, and the post-production, so everything, the whole picture.
We're excited like you are.
How did it first start anyway, Si?
We made a film last year called The Dying Clown.
It was the type of film in which we wouldn't make if that makes any sense whatsoever, because it was the type of film in which it didn't have mine and Simon's signature piece on it. There was nothing of us in there, and it was part of becoming part of the industry or becoming an artist. And what came about was we were becoming part of the industry, which we liked. Well, we won the Staffordshire Film Festival. We got to lots and lots of things done around it, didn't we? We won all that money.
Yeah.
And it just seems dead strange, doesn't it, really?
Money doesn't get you happiness, does
it? No, it doesn't. Does it, boot, man? Honestly, it doesn't get you nothing.
But then, so we did that last year, and we said this year we want to make a film. We want to make a big film, not just a little one like that was. That was just shot in one location basically, wasn't it? We said we want to do like an epic short film. I
wanted to incorporate everything what we've ever loved, really, didn't you? So like all of our interests, basically.
Because I'm quite interested in Chinese culture, and I kind of pull into this sort of like Chinese culture thing, so I really wanted to have a go at this in our next film.
Which I was dead so like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? And
so it started off almost like a docudrama about the tragedies that happened in Morecambe Bay, because I wanted to explore that. Very, very different from what we've done before. And we tried to do it, but to be honest, it just wasn't our thing, was it?
No.
It was just too difficult for us. We haven't had experience doing that before, so, as it got more and more complicated, we thought, no, and our ideas started to move away from this.
And it caused a lot of friction between us, didn't it?
It did, but I think that's what we needed. I think...
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
In creative partnerships, you need conflict. If you haven't got that conflict, it just won't work.
No.
Paul said to me quite bluntly, I don't really want to do this. Let's choose to do something else.
Because it took a lot, because I'm the type of person who tries to please everybody, and I always say things what try to please people instead of doing what I want to do. But we got to that much of a point where it was blows. It was either we were going to do something different or we were going to have a fight or something like that. Wasn't it, really?
I think because Paul's started to play the drums recently, and I've been playing it for a while.
Yeah.
Paul said it'd be quite interesting if instruments had been banned.
So we were talking and we were like, oh yeah, this is an idea, but Simon came up with this really good point. That is way too studenty music within film and that, which I can see a lot of people's faces going, what are you going on about, man? What are you going on about? But Simon caught with a cracker one was if talking was banned. Everybody talks. Not everybody plays an instrument, but everybody talks. So if you have that fundamentalness taken off you, where do you go from there? So that's when we started battering ideas. He's like a real good game of tennis, basically. You know what I mean? Or rallying lad. You know what I mean?
And the script was just like the script is the start of the whole idea. This is the development, but I think storyboards is where it starts to actually come into its own.
Yeah, the storyboard process, which a lot of people might know is such an excruciating, painful way of getting images down. And it's a really useful way because you're getting your imagery across and you're getting what you want to capture on screen. But the actual process of it is so long. But when you see what you've actually done, it really, really pays off, doesn't it? Because me and Simon went through some really rough storyboards, didn't we? So basically we were worse than stickmen. And what I'm doing at this moment in time now is I'm refining these rough pages, and I'm tweaking them up and putting a lot more detail in where the shadows going to be, the position of the camera, what the people are wearing, why they're wearing it, and everything, isn't it, really? But actually, we're storyboarding the entire movie, aren't we? We're not storyboarding like a portion, oh, that action sequence, I don't know how that action sequence is going to go, let's storyboard it. We're storyboarding the entire movie, aren't we? And a lot of people don't seem to notice, but if you ever watch TV, watch the cuts on TV, it's full, it's nearly every 4 seconds. So you think, 1, 2, 3, 4, cut. So that's another picture. And we're really, and because the way I draw, I tend to draw in a darker and a bit more moodier mood. So I don't know if this is going to
reflect more
Yeah,
on the film.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
But I think that's good because well, we've both got a love of film noirs, and this is good because, you know, when you're there on set, you'll have your pictures. Shoot that.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Coen brothers storyboard absolutely everything out. Like, every shot, so they can save film, you know.
Yeah.
So they know exactly what they're doing on set. So they'll just copy what is on the page.
Basically, we storyboarded it within a page. So like you get your page of scripts, which is equal to a minute on film. Yeah. So basically, each page, in drawing terms, is equal to about 32 drawings, even though we're saying the 4-second rule. Some takes might take a little bit longer, some takes might take a little bit shorter, but on average we've got 32 drawings per page. So you times that by 10, you've got 320 pictures. I cannot afford to mess picture up, so it's basically, I look how the picture's being drawn, and as I'm drawing it, if it's starting to go a bit offside, I start to really try to correct it, and sometimes it's a dead strange process, but sometimes it makes the drawing look a little bit more different, so then the picture on screen is going to be a little more different. So it's unlike it's that thinking forward, isn't it? Because unlike, I know for a lot of the camera angles I wasn't able to do them if you weren't there saying, well, I think we should do this and I think we should do that, and I think that goes for the both of us, because how the stories come all about and stuff like that, and the actual drawings, it's really come together, hasn't it? If you found any of that interesting, stay tuned for the next part.
And in the next one we'll be talking about funding, about sponsorship, a raffle. We'll talk about cast and crew, how to get cast. Our cast is just completely Chinese and the film's in Mandarin, so this was our biggest obstacle. The crew, we got a makeup artist,
makeup artist,
a sound recorder, a cameraman, all on a budget of absolutely nothing. So in the next part we'll talk about that as well.